The cuts to the youth service is one of the main issues that affect our young people. Because of shortage of staff, our clubs are now having to close earlier.
If Kasharel and Natina are feeling the strain, they don't show it. And anyway, these girls rely on them.
We're doing this.
The ones that can still come here, that is. Wednesday night youth club times have shifted because of staff shortages. That makes it much harder for some of the girls to make it.
Yes, nose, eyes, mouth, cock. Why do you actually come to girls' group?
It feels safe, feels more like home. And my mom, she's busy at home, so I can't go out really.
I can't go outside because it's dark with my friends. So when I come here, I have more people to talk to.
I'm a bit shy too, but over here I can just freely be more free, and I feel out of my comfort zone.
How does it make you feel to think that if money is cut, spaces like this might not be here?
It kind of upsets me because I feel like a lot of people have been coming here for such a long time.
New data shared exclusively with Channel 4 News reveals that youth clubs are being used by the children who need them most. So children who are directly impacted by violence are twice as likely to regularly attend. 60% of victims of violence and 65% of those who perpetrate violence attend youth clubs, compared to 31% of young people who haven't been victims or perpetrators.
We're not the richest people in this area at all. In society, it's actually classed as an area of poverty. What we don't want is that they go out here now and they're paranoid because they're always looking over their shoulder because you don't know what's going to come at you because there's nothing to do. We've also heard that, future question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't see myself past 15. That's something that we don't want to hear.
Oh, she's in the lead, she's in the... Oh, it's obvious who's going to win.
I'm here, look. What?
The Local Government Association says 2/3 of councils in England and Wales have not increased spending on youth services in the past 5 years. And according to the YMCA, funding for youth services provided by councils saw a real terms decline of 73% between 2011 and 2023. Last year, Birmingham City Council declared itself bankrupt and now needs to make £300 million worth of savings. 2 months ago, it was announced that the city's youth services could be stripped back, the staff headcount halved, and its 16 youth centres closed. And all of this in a city that regularly grapples with violence. The West Midlands has the highest rate of knife crime offences in England and Wales. There were more than 5,200 offences dealt with by the police in 2023, a rate of 178 per 100,000 of the population, exceeding any other area of the country, including London. Violence across the West Midlands has been the subject of national headlines persistently over the past few years. Footballer Cody Fisher was murdered on a nightclub dance floor. 16-year-old Ronan Kander was stabbed to death with a sword in a case of mistaken identity. And earlier this year, 2 12-year-old boys became Britain's youngest ever convicted knife killers for the murder of Sean Sisahai.
A couple of weeks ago on a Sunday evening, someone got stabbed. Further up, someone's been shot.
Bishop Dr. Desmond Jadu's church helps to fund bleed kits on this street in the Lascelles area of Birmingham. Crime rates here are high. Dr. Jadu puts it down to neglect. He talks to us about everything from rubbish building up on the street to families that can't afford to feed their children when school's out. Regeneration, that's what he wants to see.
Are you concerned about the prospect of cuts to youth services?
Of course, we should be investing in our young people. But we need to go beyond just the normal standard youth service. I don't want to see young people just going boxing club, snooker. What I want to see is finding out what their aspirations are. But the first thing we've got to do is stop treating young people as though they're a disease. Stop treating them as though they're not a part of society, because they are.
I guess from a local authority or government perspective, it's about finances and money, isn't it?
Bottom line is, why should the young people suffer because our politicians, our leaders, have failed to do their job?
Birmingham City Council told us it's committed to retaining a youth service, including youth clubs. It says it's still in consultation phase, which has had more than 1,500 responses from young people, adding, we're determined to create a service model that is sustainable, that responds to local needs and provides a consistent approach to youth work across the city. What the policy speak doesn't capture, of course, is this: the spirit of youth clubs, the care, the attention, and the strong bonds.